Alright, we got these brand new Zen Hybrid wireless headphones right here from Creative. They've got built-in active noise cancellation, and they're designed to be worn like all day long no matter what you're doing. Whether you're commuting, working, at school, at the coffee shop, whether you're gaming or just hanging out with your friends, I guess, if that makes any sense. They're supposed to be on your head all day long. At least that's the idea. They come with a USB to USB-C cable for charging the battery. They also work with a 3.5mm cable in analog mode, and that can save you if you forget to charge them up. It's a 4-foot long cable, so you're going to want to be close to your device if you plan on using it. There's a quick start guide here to help you get set up and running, and there's a card with some QR codes that you can scan to get the Super X-Fi app, and we'll talk about what that does a little later in the video. Then we got the headphones here. I got the white ones, but they come in black too, and there's a soft little carrying bag that you can put them in to keep them from getting all scratched up. When I'm looking at any kind of wearable device that's supposed to be used regularly and for long periods of time, the most important thing that I look for right away is comfort. Because if they're not comfortable, I'm not wearing them. Doesn't matter how good they are, if they're not going to feel comfortable on my head all day long, there's just no way I'm going to use it. We have a weight here around 271 grams, and that's not too heavy, but it's definitely enough to notice it while it's on your head. Clamping force is on the lower end, and that means it doesn't really squeeze the sides of your head a lot, so that really adds to the comfort here. But at the same time, there's a bit of a trade-off because it doesn't have a lot of grip when you're wearing it. So if you get into like really high intensity stuff like running, they can have a tendency to move around. There's a lot of movement in the ear cups, very versatile, should make it really easy to fit all sorts of different head shapes and sizes. Ear cushions on here are nice, soft, plush memory foam. Very soft, very comfortable, but they are finished on the outside contact surfaces with pleather, so there's no cloth, which is more comfortable in my opinion. But with this device, I think they might have made the right call going with pleather because it's a little bit easier to clean. You can imagine if you've got cloth on there and you're wearing these all day long and you're exercising and you're sweating, it's gonna have a tendency to absorb all that grime, which is actually pretty gross when you think about it. So going with pleather, I think we're trading a little bit of comfort, a little bit of breathability for easier cleaning. Now the inside covers here have more of that soft memory foam material, and it does feel like it's got some cloth on top of it this time, which is nice. Now I don't normally see this on the inside of headphones and headsets. Usually there's just a thin piece of material covering the driver, but that's not the case here. They put some nice soft memory foam in there, and that's going to be nice, adding to the comfort for anybody that has ears that happen to touch the inside of the driver there. Making our way up the headband, we can see we got more of that soft memory foam cushioning there, and again finished with pleather. Overall, I gotta say, I think it's a very comfortable pair of headphones. I think Creative did a really good job with their design, making sure they're gonna be comfortable for long periods of time. So far, nothing but good news, and that seems to continue mostly into the build quality, where we've got a nice hard plastic build here on most things. Nice solid hinges here. I don't think they're gonna come apart or anything like that. There's lots of adjustability here. The ear cups, they can move back and forth, swivel completely flat. This thing can fold right up if you want to and kind of tuck away into your laptop bag so you can take it with you. Again, supposed to be designed for traveling and stuff like that. Very small, very compact, very portable. So I think they did a good job there as well. But as you get to the top of the headband, I mentioned before we've got that soft memory foam stuff here on the inside and some pleather, but what's weird is they also have pleather on the outside, and I don't really like that. I think some hard plastic would have been better and possibly more durable. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but there's actually some wrinkles there, especially if you bend this thing. It kind of just wrinkles and it feels a little bit thin. So my only kind of gripe with this is that, you know, maybe that's a durability issue, maybe it's not. It's too hard to tell because I haven't had them long enough, but I'm just hoping that stands up to the test of time, especially for something that's supposed to be like coming with you everywhere, being tossed around, maybe in your bag or whatever, right? Now the good news is the inner core of the headband is actually made of steel. So if we pull out the adjustment arm there, it's a nice steel material, very solid, doesn't feel like it's gonna break or anything. Lots of flexibility at the same time. And there is some markings there on both sides that you can get your ear cups lined up and get it adjusted perfectly to fit your head. All the controls are on the right ear cup. We got volume up and down, power and Bluetooth pairing button, 3.5mm audio jack, and the ANC button to turn it on and off that active noise cancellation. And then on the left ear cup, we just got the USB-C port over there for charging. Setup is super easy on here. You just press and hold the power button for 5 seconds, that'll enter Bluetooth pairing mode, and then you select Zen Hybrid on your device, and that's it. It's as simple as that. For the active noise cancellation, you can just toggle it on and off with one single press of the ANC button here, and a double press will turn on ambient mode, and what that does is it kind of takes all the sounds that are happening around you and lets you hear it right through the headphones. The ANC system here is supposed to be able to cancel up to 95% of ambient noises with a hybrid system that uses 4 mics, 2 in each ear cup, to pick up outside noise and cancel it out. How well does it work? Pretty good actually, better than I was expecting. The system doesn't work magic. If there's a lot of really loud sounds around you, you're still going to be able to hear them. For example, if someone's standing right in front of you and talking fairly loudly, you're definitely still going to hear that through the headphones. You know, it'll be muffled and quieter, but you're still going to hear it. But what it does an amazing job at is removing or reducing those annoying ambient sounds that are around you from the environment. To test it out, I opened up my kitchen faucet in my sink and just kind of full blast let the water pour down, created a lot of really loud, annoying kind of water sounds. So I put the headphones on and I turned on ANC mode, and wow, did it ever make a difference. It's actually crazy how well it worked. I was completely shocked. What it does is it takes all that sound and reduces it down to almost like a trickle of water, like in a stream or a creek or something like that. It's a lot more tolerable than that water just pouring out of the faucet and hitting the stainless steel in the sink and making all kinds of loud, annoying sounds. I was actually like blown away by this. It works really well, and it's gonna make it a perfect travel option. If you've got like a situation where you're traveling by car, let's say, and there's a lot of annoying road noise, this would be perfect for that. Or even on an airplane where you've got that loud roaring engine sound all the time, perfect. Turn these things on, crank up that ANC, and it should just make a much more comfortable and relaxing trip. Now, in terms of actually delivering audio, we have 40mm drivers in here with a standard frequency response of 20 to 20,000. I came into this review with high expectations for sound quality because Creative usually does a pretty good job in that department, and that's exactly what we have here with the Zen Hybrid. It's a nice warm and punchy sounding audio that you can get out of here, and it can get seriously loud if you really want to crank that volume up, louder than I'd ever want to listen to or recommend that anybody else listen to for that matter. I listened to a whole bunch of music, played games, and watched a lot of YouTube videos with these things, and I really liked how they sounded for everything. So good job, Creative, on delivering good audio quality. If you're an Android or iOS user and you're willing to download the Super X-Fi app, you can go through the customization process of getting this set up and tuned for virtual surround sound and kind of a unique listening experience, I think it's supposed to be. It's actually a little bit weird. It gets you to take pictures of your ears so it can map the sound profile and kind of custom tune the audio. I've never seen anything like that before, but I did go through it and test it out. Typically, I really don't like that computational virtual surround sound kind of effect when I'm dealing with a pair of headphones, and that's also the case here. To me, they just sound better on their regular sort of setting. You plug them in right out of the box and you use them. That nice fine-tuned Creative sound stage that they have on here sounds excellent. That virtual surround sound thing, it just decreases the audio quality, at least in my opinion. To be fair, it is probably one of the better ones that I've heard. It doesn't completely destroy it like some of the other ones out there, but it does decrease the quality just so that you can get some directionality. And you can hear some directionality, so it is working, but you know, at what cost? I'd rather have the best sounding audio that I can get, and in my opinion, that's just the regular stereo audio without any of those extra effects. They included a built-in microphone in here. You're listening to it right now, obviously. Really not the best quality microphone, as you can tell. Very staticky. It's just not going to be great for streaming, making YouTube content. Anything medium to high level audio recording wise is just like out of the question with this thing. I think the idea is it's just there if you want to use it for voice calls. If you're using the headphones with your mobile device, it can work in that regard, but that's about it. I wouldn't recommend it for anything other than that. When it comes to battery life, Creative says we should be able to get 27 hours out of these things with ANC on and around 37 when it's off, which actually sounds pretty good. And what's better is that it does support quick charging through that USB-C cable that it comes with. So basically, if this thing runs out on you, you can plug it in and give it a quick 5-minute boost, and that's supposed to give you 5 hours of listening time. I think these headphones are offering a lot of nice features. We've got good sound performance, a decent build quality, nice portable, foldable kind of platform, and best of all, you've got that noise cancellation that actually does a pretty good job, especially when you're in like areas where you've got that low rumbling kind of annoying ambient noises. It does a great job at removing that stuff, and I think it's pretty cool. Plus, the battery life's good and they're comfortable, so what more can you really ask for? I think this is a nice pair of just well-rounded travel headphones in 2022. MSRP is $79, and I'll have purchasing links, specs, and details for you down in the description. Leave us a comment and tell us what you think of the Zen Hybrid headphones and whether or not you're planning on picking them up, and give the video a thumbs up on your way out, and we'll see ya.